Airmen at the 129th Rescue Wing, there is no off-season. Its members train year-round, gearing up for the next mission and the next challenge, always ready to meet the needs of a 21st century military in a high-tech world. In February, the 129th Rescue Squadron traveled to Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton to complete electronic warfare training, a requirement for upcoming deployments.
Allow people to see radar threat systems that are employed by potential adversaries in the United States and learn how to employ the helicopter against those threats.
Flying HH-60G Pavehawk helicopters over the Yuma Proving Ground near the Arizona-Mexican border, the training improves the ability of airmen to operate safely in a hostile environment. As California entered its fourth year of drought, airmen from the 129th joined CAL FIRE and the California Army National Guard in April to conduct annual fire aviation training.
Working alongside the Army, CAL FIRE, and the State Military Reserve is it's a really good experience. Typically we only work alongside Air Force assets or other Air National Guard assets. So getting out there and experiencing the different branches, the way that they operate differently, as well as non-military organizations like CAL FIRE.
The 129th also took part in Angel Thunder, the largest multinational and joint training exercise in the Air Force. Taking place in June at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona, participants focused on personnel recovery through realistic deployment scenarios. In July, the 129th communications flight traveled as far as the Azores Islands, Portugal. In addition to removing outdated antenna towers, Guardsmen instructed Lodge's Air Base's 65th Communications Squadron on proper technique for safely climbing up and rappelling down from antenna towers, as well as how to inspect equipment and rescue injured personnel.
One of the primary missions was obviously removing 3 different antennas. A secondary mission that we had was training the active duty members here to do tower climbing certification. We have been working all week long with the active duty here to get them trained and certified so that when we leave they will have the ability to maintain and sustain the existing antennas that they have here on base.
With deployment on their horizon, the 129th Security Forces Squadron went to Beale Air Force Base near Marysville, California in October to complete annual training and pre-deployment weapons qualification.
For our defenders to be fully prepared to save lives and have all the tools that they need to be effective, weapons firing qualification is a huge portion of that. Because to protect our resources, we need to use the weapons that are put in the hands of these defenders, and to use them right, they need to have the proper guidance and instruction. And so I think when everyone comes together as a team with the instructors and the students and everyone's on the same page, we get all the check marks boxed off, we feel good at the end of the day, and we're able to go back to our home base and protect those resources and save lives.
But the 129th is more than a rescue wing or a series of training missions and deployments. It's also a family, and what better way to end the year than wingman?